T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm reviewing X-Transbots Master X Series number 13, I believe that is. Berserker Scout CRACKUP. We all know this is Stunticon Breakdown. But anywho, there it is. This is a special budget figure, like a budget Masterpiece figure. Even though it's pretty much Masterpiece quality and it has die cast, which Masterpiece cars do not have. So it's way heavier. It's only $40 everywhere before shipping. There's this stuff, there's that. Here is his little motto. When you're in your lane, there is no traffic. There's that. There is this stuff right here. If you can read that, read that. And if you want to see his little tech specs, there you are with that. Inside the packaging has a bio card right there. Same bio, same tech specs. He comes with these really, really tiny instructions where, holy crap, if you have old people eyes like me, this might be a problem. And they are super thorough with these instructions. So thorough, it makes them have 96 steps, because they show you what to do and then they show you where the part should be after you're done. Comparison right off top, it's pretty much identical one-to-one with the Masterpiece Lamborghinis that we got at first. So there you are. Of course, it fits together better than these because you have those panel lines and whatnot. And if you want to see this without that, there you are. They even tried to make things identical back here. Like there's a little separation and this is coming down just like that. I don't think the real car had that. Of course, this has like repro labels on it. But you can see that it has the same light placements. But anyhow, this car, yeah. First impressions, I liked it. The heft that it has because of the die cast in it. I like that. In fact, let's see. Yeah, it is heavier than Riddler here. And I like the glossy finish, but the glossy finish kind of works against it because none of this is paint. It has like a little finish, but it kind of makes it look cheaper to me. I don't know what it looks like on camera, but in person that kind of makes it look cheaper. And all these painted parts in no way at all matches this plain plastic. And that's a little bit disappointing. Skullface complained that his little light cover came off. Mine came off as well. After I've played with it for a while, I just glued it back on. It's cool. It rolls, but it's not a lot of clearance. It does have rubber tires. Like, you can see all this stuff down there. It's not a lot of clearance. So on a surface like this, if that's not completely flat, it's going to be rubbing. I don't know if you saw this, but yes, you can store that gun there. I'm trying to think, are there any more things for me to complain about or point out? But it's pretty much just a car. It feels nice. It basically just is what it is. Main things you just need to know going in is that the paint is a different color than the plastic. I don't know what it looks like on camera, but in person you definitely can notice it. Transformation, and figuring this out from the instructions was a bit tough. Some of the stuff, mainly because it's so tiny, you're supposed to pull these up. Come on. That is definitely hard to get to. I'm going to get that out and cut this out. Alright, now that these two things are up, you're supposed to come out here, bring that down. I guess unpeg these from here. And we can go ahead and grab these and pull that out. Now that kind of, you're supposed to be able to move this, but I don't like moving this because it's not really attached. But basically, you need to unpeg this and unwrap this rear section and bring that up right there. Now we can bring this down to where these pipes are pointing right there. Go ahead and undo this, undo that. Slide these in, slide that in. Now we can take this foot, get that out the way, bring this up, and slide that down like that. Bring the foot back into place. Unfold the heel spur. Slide this out the way. Fold this up, bring that up, and bring that down. Bring this foot over, open this, and bring that up. And the feet are die cast right here. I think that's plastic. Now on this side, you're supposed to bring this out, bring this all the way out. Same thing over here, bring this up, bring that all the way out. Now, bring this down, bring this down, tab this into place right here. And now bring this into place right there. Same thing over here. Bring that down, tab this into place, and bring this in. Now we can rotate the thighs and then rotate the waist around. Up here, we need to detach or pull these out. These are the arms, they're tabbed on that little pull. Now we can detach this and bring this down out of the way, basically. Go ahead and get the arms out. Shut this, and this is very, very scary tight, especially the first time you do it. That was easier, but I try to grab it right here and bend. Now we can rotate the hand forward. Bring this down like that and bring this on top of that. With the shoulders like this, we need to bend this out and get your fingernail up in here to grab this little die cast bar on both sides. And I'm not sure if this whole piece is die cast. I think this is plastic, but the little bar is die cast. Wrap that into the groove. Put that into the groove. Now the head is normally open, but it seemed to have shut by itself, which is weird. Now in here we need to bring these out, and right here stretch that up, bring that down like this, and rock that down like that. Bring this up, and there's a little hole right there, and there's a little peg underneath of his head. We need to shove that into place, and I'll be lying if I didn't say that that wasn't hard. Bring this down. This needs to go into here, and we can rotate this spoiler. Now bring this around and put that there. And if this is pushed down enough, you can put this over there. And you're supposed to bring these over here. Now, one thing I don't like is it looks like this is supposed to tab into that little hole. That does not work, and it just drives me up the wall mentally. It's not all that major, but it drives me up the wall. I wish that connected or tabbed in together. It looks like they tried to design it like that, but it doesn't work. But now he is a robot. Okay, robot mode. This is a figure you shouldn't review like straight out of the box. like the same day. You need to play with it for a while. I took a couple days off of this review, to be full disclosure. But anyway, oh, is he spectacular like somebody like this guy right here? No. Is he like horrible, like making you question which toy line, which line of Transformers should I even put him with? Like the Zeta Toys people? Like, does he make me question whether he should be with my Masterpiece? No. But he is not the best like somebody like this guy. But he does have some good things going for him, so don't let me discourage you. Good things going for him. He mostly looks like he just walked out of the cartoon. Like, they almost perfected it. Why I say almost, he has things like this that I don't like. I wish there was a way where they had a fold out panel that covered that and made that a totally blue front leg. I kind of don't know why they didn't go with that route, because I don't know why. When I transform him back to the car, I'm gonna see if they couldn't put a little panel there. Another thing going good for him is he holds the gun well. He has the same Masterpiece style holding tradition, but he holds it very nice, and it doesn't look like it. Like one of the things I mentioned, Zeta Toys, he can actually like move the gun around freely, probably because he can do this right there. And I need to see if this actually fits on him as a car. So yeah, because there has to be some reason why this thing folds up like that, other than being able to angle up and down to shoot people in car mode. Like when I mentioned cartoon accuracy, this head sculpt, that face looks good. It looks like the cartoon, and the head is similarly shaped to the cartoon. And the fact that they were able to put the spoiler on the back like the cartoon did, and they kept this toy accurate by leaving the front or the underbelly of the hood or the front end of the car right there. So you get the best of both worlds right there. And even the wheels on the inside, that's cool. I put, of course, these stickers right there on the arms and on the chest. Because of the way that the transformation works, you can't really put a big sticker because that caves in right there or comes in. So yeah, unless you want the sticker to look weird, you can't do that. It took me forever to figure it out, but the face, the secondary face, has a flatter chin and less recognizable lips. So I don't actually feel like unscrewing that, so sorry. To continue with the good things going for this figure, it has the ability to look up and down. The arms go out on this ratchet and it can rotate. There's a little bump right there in this little piece that I believe is die cast. So when you turn it back and you have the arm like this, it will bump. He has bicep swivel. He has a super duper double jointed elbow right there. Wrist rotate, the hands open up, Masterpiece style. Ab crunch, love it. And now his legs can go all the way out like that. They can go all the way back and kick all the way forward if you move this crotch skirt. So he can do the full ballerina right there. So that's called thigh rotation. 90-degree worth of bend right there on the knee. Ankle pivot, both directions. You can even move the foot. The toe can come down due to transformation, and the heel spur can come down due to transformation. So awesome, or good enough. I'm not going to say awesome, but good enough posability. Negatives. Depending on the light, I do not like his color scheme. This plastic, like he has all that glossy sheen on him in car mode. Like it looks kind of metallic, but here in robot mode, it just looks, especially with this white on the chest, and it is cartoon accurate. There is an image of him with a white chest and a creamy or more tan body. But when you see that and then you look at the rest of him, he looks like an unfinished prototype to me. And that is frustrating. Other negatives. I mean, I'm getting used to it, like depending on the light mostly. Like right now, he looks good under these bright lights. But when I had him under the regular fluorescent lights at work, he is way darker. So you have to have really bright lights on him for him to look a little bit lighter like he does in this video right now. Another thing I don't like is the way the backpack comes together. Like this comes up here. You have these. You have a little dent right, or indentation right there. It looks like, hey, that's supposed to come down and clamp together. It doesn't. When you try to force it, it just makes this untab. And I don't like that that's constantly like that. And I did mention this in car mode, but this spoiler comes off. Like, they probably did that so you don't break it, but it comes off very easy. And I'm not going to mess with it. I don't like, one of my pet peeves when I'm handling a figure, I don't like picking it up to try to make a pose and then I'm doing stuff like this. And then I got to go back and after I put the figure in the pose and then readjust. But that could be me being nitpicky, but I don't like that. But where I can't be nitpicky, and this is the thing that kills the toy, these ratchets right here are really tight. Really tight. And because they're so tight and the way they designed this right here, with this hinge in the middle, this will pop up this clamp right there, or this latch. It will come up every single time on both sides of his arms. That is frustrating. The same way that this tabs under his neck with a little divot, they should have sculpted something in here so that when you straighten this, it clips on a divot. So that way, when you put this up there, that would stay into place. Or maybe they should have retoleranced the thing so that when you do this, the ratchet isn't too strong where it's making that want to pop out. So, yeah, that is frustrating. Another thing, could be nitpicky, I don't like that screw being visible right there. That looks old school, like old school cheap, like a big screw on the front of the figure. I don't like that. And I also don't like that you got this hole in his foot. Depending on how you have it angled or how you're looking at him, you don't see that hole, but I don't like it that it's there. He has die cast in his feet, which give him weight. This is what I don't like about die cast feet. Maybe they should have engineered something else to make this clip into place, like I'm saying again, so that that will stay up. So that is frustrating. And the way these doors stay into place. I had to put floor polish on there to keep this one on there because every time I was manipulating the legs, the doors would slide. This would slide this way and come down. But now that I put the floor polish on there, it stays nice and tight. So that's what you're going to have to do, because other people, X-Zero, I talked to him and his had the same problem. And I think I watched another video where they had the same problem. So complaints aside, I still like this toy. It does what I needed to do, but it's just up to you as the person watching this video to decide whether the things that I complained about you can live with or you can't live with. I mean, he is still poseable and he still looks good. So I like that. Before I move to comparisons, I want to mention that the ratchets come out that far. I know people hate when the ratchet makes it go a little bit too far, but since they're like super soft, you can fix them to be where you need them to be and it won't fight you. Here he is next to two Lamborghini bots, and they are exactly the same height basically. I'm not even gonna try to measure up the top of their heads and whatnot, but they are all like exactly the same height. And here he is next to some Decepticons. To save yourself some trouble with this backpack, just leave these like kind of folded up. Like smash that all up and leave it like that and save yourself some trouble. If you want for pictures to have that flat, you can push it back, but I would just leave it like this. And I'm okay with that. But anyway, this guy is $40 and he is well worth the $40. I don't feel like a massive amount of regret like when I bought the Zeta figures. I sold my Ariel bots, by the way, for people that don't follow me on social media. But, yeah, I really like him. He looks cartoon accurate, and that's the main thing I want. And he doesn't have a bunch of giant kibble hindering his articulation. He fits straight in with the Masterpiece figures, and that's good for me. So I can recommend them. The other figures, I believe, are going to be a higher price than $40. Partsformer just told me that Wild Rider is $60, and compared to Arcos and all their other mini-bot Autobots, that is a good price, because $60 is the same price as frickin' Beachcomber, X-Transbots Beachcomber. And this is bigger and way easier to transform than Beachcomber. Anywho, if you like this video, let me know in the comments. Let me know by liking the video. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Thank you for watching. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos.